What up, YouTube Live? This is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment. So this is take two. The take one got interrupted by to redo this again. No sarcasm. I'm happy. I like talking about Star Trek Discovery. So tonight, this video contains spoilers. If you haven't caught up on all the episodes yet, just be warned or heads up. This video contains spoilers. Other than that, if you have been following, see, poor connection again. Let's see here. Maybe if I move my phone a little bit further. I want to show the mess in my room. How about now? Is still poor connection here? Well, there's nothing much I can do until the connection's back on. Maybe. See, I have to use my phone because I like the resolution on the screen much sharper than if I were to use my computer, or I could probably connect it to my handycam, but not at the moment. Okay, let's see. Still not working, huh? Oh, here it is. And we're back. Oof. Come on, Sprint. I pay monthly. Oh, Wi-Fi. What can you do? So the title of tonight's Star Trek Discovery episode is quite the mouthful. It's pretty long. Okay, let's do this. Magic to make the sanest man go mad. Try saying that 8 times. Okay, let's go through my notes. Let's dissect this episode. First off, Sonequa Martin Green's character, the lead character, Michael Burnham, has gotten to the point where everything becomes a routine for her. Mind you that tonight's episode kind of deviates from, I guess you could say, the rest of the arc. Last weekend was a cliffhanger because that one lady admiral, God, I'm still learning everybody's names on the show. But anyway, the admiral, if you recall, she went into a trap. She thought that she was there to reason with the Klingons, but the Klingons ambushed her. And so I'm sure one of these episodes we're going to get to another rescue mission, rescuing the admiral. But tonight it was a side episode, if you will. And so Michael Burnham's routine has become like I guess you could say, she gets it all down pat now. What she has to do on the ship, her role, her contributions. She knows her friend, her roommate, and she apparently takes a liking to this new guy, Lieutenant Tyler. And that leads to the awkwardness at the party. Apparently, if you have spent years and years with the Vulcans, of course you're not very good at partying. Vulcans will be like, party? What's that? Trying to have fun? That's illogical. And on top of that, man, Tilly, the roommate, oh my God, she's just wild. Makes the awkwardness even it deepens it, because you could tell Michael Burnham's, I was like, man, I don't know how to behave. I don't know how to behave in this setting. She looks like a freaking fish out of water at that party. And then it leads to this huge creature, fish-like creature, called Gormogander. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And bam! Apparently, the creature was some sort of a Trojan horse, and out comes Harry Mudd, played by Rainn Wilson. Mudd is, if you recall, in the previous episodes where Lorca was captured by the Klingons, Mudd is, as I said in my previous video about that episode, I said that I described Mudd as a survivor / loser. He only looks out for himself. He's like a cockroach, that the only thing that would survive a nuclear bomb or nuclear wasteland would be a cockroach. That's what people say, at least, and that's mud. Uh, and so he's back for revenge, but it's a Groundhog Day revenge. Groundhog Day is a movie where everything happens again and again on the same day. Well, recently there's this movie called Happy Death Day. It's like a Groundhog Day horror where the day keeps repeating itself. So what Mudd did on tonight's episode, he set a 30-minute temporal time loop. He captures everybody within this time loop so he could learn exactly how to. I think it was the spore drive that he was after, and the ship itself, because he was trying to sell them to the Klingons. Remember, Mudd is not a guy who has ideology. His only belief is, how can I make money? If it means deceiving somebody, if it means backstabbing somebody, if it means stealing, whatever, you know. So he only looks out for himself. And the revenge comes in because Lorca and Tyler um, left Mudd behind in that cell. So, but of course, it's never that simple. Um, it's not just a vengeance story, just like Die Hard. You know, the villains are never there just to go after John McClane or some other reasons other than money. It's always been about the money for Die Hard villains. But I digress. Um, at the same time, uh, Stamets, yeah, my favorite character in Star Trek Discovery, the engineer. He's the only one that's out of the temporal time loop. So he understands what's going on. So he has to reteach and reteach Burnham and Tyler and the guys until they could come up with a plan against Mudd. And that's good because my concern with, and as with my concerns with any Groundhog Day or time loop episodes on any show, is that sometimes they would repeat the same scene, and it gets, well, repetitious. Repeat. But Star Trek Discovery didn't do that tonight. It was very, very clever on their part. Whether or not you like the show, you gotta admit, the way they did Groundhog Day tonight was pretty clever. I should say just time loop, not Groundhog Day. Let's just set it a time loop. Because it was just like, it moves the story forward. And it uses the whole crush that Michael Burnham has for Tyler and vice versa. It uses that to move the story forward, to move, um, I guess, Stamets uses that as a way in. Because I think up to that point, my assumption is Stamets had already tried 1,000 other different ways, and it always failed. So that's the opening that Stamets, sees, like, okay, I'm gonna use this, not using somebody like manipulating, but using the situation of Burnham liking Tyler and Tyler liking Burnham as a way in to solve the whole Mudd problem, and that was clever, I think. So what you get is that the episode doesn't necessarily repeat the same scenes. It just it picks up soon after the time resets itself. Boom, Stamets comes in, and then sometimes it could change and remember, they only have 30 minutes. Well, in their time, 30 minutes, so it moves really, really fast, and I like that. It was very engaging throughout the whole episode. But back to my notes here. Harry Mudd is he may be a survivor slash loser, but he's not stupid. He's not a quick learner, but he learns. Um, and he's very resourceful. The guy, yeah, well, especially when you have unlimited supply of time, again and again. So you get to learn the whole ship, you get to learn the whole routine, and he masters it. And whether or not you like the guy, he is a he's a very skilled con man. I must hand it to him. Um, and this technology, the time loop technology that he has, it's okay. Somebody asked me the other day, it's like, Rama, what superpower would you like to have? In my head, it's like I would love to go invisible, but then again, I love traveling so much. I would love to fly like my hero Superman. But then again, the superpower that Jumper, the movie Jumper, has, that seems more convenient. But what about the power to trap people in a time loop, or the power to start an occasion in a day again and again until you master it? You become so good at it. That's really cool too, I think, in my opinion, because a lot of us wish there would, a lot of us wish that there had been more than 24 hours in a day, for us to uh, get something done or do something right. It would be nice to have a time loop for those occasions, but that's another topic for another video. Let's see here. I got another note before I end my video. Favorite Lorca's death. Okay. Tonight also you saw Mud killing Lorca many, many times, multiple times. It was hilarious. So my question to you, which of those death scenes, Lorca's deaths, which of those were your favorite? My favorite was the part where, or the death when Mud kind of beamed Lorca out into space, and then you see Lorca's like just choking, you know, in a vacuum space. Oh my god, that was hilarious. The whole disintegrating thing, it's all right. It's all right. It's cool, you know. Um, but I could understand why Mud gets bored of killing Lorca in 50 different ways. I totally get it. But what's your favorite Lorca's death? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Um, what do you think about Tyler and Michael? The whole romance thing. I think I'm not against it, but I don't think they should, have that kind of big a romance early on in the show, Star Trek Discovery show. Um, just because you're in the middle of war, I just don't get the whole, oh, we have time for romance while the Klingons are coming their way to attack us. But number two, I think, at least to me, I think people are more drawn or more attracted to sexual tension. The whole will they or won't they, you know? You know me, I'm a big fan of the X Files, but even I have to admit it kind of loses its charms. It kind of lost its charm when Mulder and Scully started hooking up. I was like, the will they or won't they sexual tension thing. That was what was attractive. The same thing with this. I hope Star Trek Discovery could learn from the X Files that let Tyler and Michael keep having their crushes, but at the same time, throw in some situations that make them think, oh my goodness, I think it's better off if we are just friends instead of lovers. If it's better off if we just stay coworkers instead of something more. Um, you know, keep the audiences kind of like wishing. I think that would be my suggestion with regards to Tyler and Michael. Um, Kissing. um, so if you've seen the preview for next week's episode, it seems that nobody's coming to rescue the Lady Admiral just yet. No rescue mission yet. At least what the preview seems to suggest. Um, it seems to suggest that something bad might happen to Saru, Doug Jones' character. Um, I don't know what that is. It seems like it's an episode that's focusing on him, and we'll see. A side note before I finish: I thought it was very funny how Jason Isaacs' character Lorca pretty much doesn't care about um, rescuing or taking in an endangered species to drop the endangered species to another place. It's as if he's like, oh my god, another one of these abandoned floating endangered species that we have to take in and transport to another. He's like, just get it done, just get it done. I don't give a damn. Uh, that was so it was nicely done by Jason Isaacs. His face was priceless. So kudos to him. And that's it. Those are my thoughts about Star Trek Discovery, Episode 7, uh, with the long title Magic to Make the Sanest Man Go Mad. Share your thoughts in the comments section below. And by the way, the guy who plays Stamets, Anthony Rapp, recently revealed that Kevin Spacey sexually harassed him when he was at the age of 14, I believe. That's what I read in the news. It was saddening to see Anthony Rapp's accusing Kevin Spacey, not because, like, Rapp, what are you doing? No, 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 no. What I meant is that it's saddening. These sexual harassment revelations can be saddening when it involves somebody you idolize or admire, like Kevin Spacey. He's one of the greatest actors of all time. But if this rumor is true, if what Anthony Rapp says about Kevin Spacey is true, then it's not an excuse. You can't say, "Oh, we have to defend Kevin because he's the greatest actor ever." No, it's no excuse, man. If this is true, then Kevin would have to face up, or would have to fess up. I mean, sort of. So, but that's another topic for another video. Share your thoughts about Star Trek Discovery Episode 7 in the comment section below, and please subscribe to my channel. And remember, Rama Screen is an affiliate of CBS All Access, which is the streaming service of CBS, where the only place where you can enjoy Star Trek Discovery. So make sure you subscribe to CBS All Access through the link that I will be providing, that I provide in the description box below this video. And make sure you tell your friends. Also, hey, subscribe to CBS All Access to watch Star Trek Discovery, but subscribe to CBS All Access using this link that Rama Screen provides. All right, that's it. And go to patreon.com/ramascreen and become my patrons today. Let's rock this. Live long and prosper.